All right, let me quickly start with all that we know on the Delhi terror attack. We're calling this a terror attack going by the information that we have. As per police investigation, it shows every sign of it being a terror blast. Now, giving you a little sense, without, of course, we know that we're waiting for the investigative agencies to come up with a clear word. But let me tell you, India is shaken by the powerful blast that's ripped through the heart of the national capital. The white I-20 car that exploded right opposite Red Fort metro station on Monday, 6:52 p.m. killed 12 people, injuring 30. Many are receiving treatment at hospitals currently. The high-intensity explosion set vehicles ablaze. It shattered glass across the busy tourist hub, and the explosion was so impactful that you had nearly 3 kilometers around the central area of Delhi hearing that blast, windows shattered in many places around the vicinity there. That's how impactful it was. The NIA has now stepped in. Like I said, as much as the government has not explicitly said it's a terror attack, falling short of saying that word, they've said everything else. And now with the National Investigative Agency, the anti-terror agency coming to probe this case, clearly shows that this is nothing but a terror attack. It clearly appears to be one. Of course, we're waiting for officials to confirm that, though. At the center of this investigation is one Dr. Mohammed Omar. Dr. Omar Mohammed, said to be the man behind the wheels. He was the one driving that I-20 car. That's the man you see on our screens there, the suspected suicide bomber. He is a medical practitioner who turned allegedly radical. Police say that he was one driving that car and detonated near the Red Fort. In fact, latest information that we have is that he wasn't even supposed to be setting that car off. He had explosives in the car. We hear that out of panic, he pressed a detonator that went off. It was all out of sheer panic. He did not intend to do it right at that point, right then and there, but it appears that out of panic, he set it off. This is the latest information that we have coming from police sources. In fact, CCTV footage captures that man, Omar Mohammed, behind the wheels of the I-20 moments before the blast. If I could show you some of the CCTV footage there. Investigators suspect that Omar was carrying that improvised explosive device that triggered right from inside the vehicle. CCTV footage, please, if we could have that on our screens. Now, showing you that car there very clearly, moving about across different parts of Delhi and with the explosives inside the car. We hear that Omar has died in that blast himself as well. His remains are now being tested for DNA. His family members have been detained. They're now going through medical tests and interrogation. They're checking for a DNA match with him. But what's shocking is that this man and his background lead straight to a larger terror network that's been unearthed already by our investigative agencies. Omar's digital footprint and call records link him very clearly to Dr. Mujammil Shakil and Dr. Adil Radha, two doctors who were already arrested from Faridabad the same morning of Monday, yesterday, after a massive seizure of nearly 2,900 kilograms of explosive materials. Two other doctors were already arrested for possessing this kind of explosive material. All three are believed to be part of Jaish-e-Mohammed linked module that's based in Pakistan. Sources say another Pulwama resident, Tariq, who already was in custody, supplied this Hyundai I-20 car to the attacker, to Mohammed Omar, and he pulled off this attack after his two other associates were arrested by the police. He feared, out of panic, we understand that he pulled off this attack. Now, latest information suggests that he was not even supposed to be detonating it, but he did it out of panic. It was sheer panic that that car went off. Investigators believe that after learning that his associates were arrested in Haryana, Omar absolutely panicked. He did not know what to do, and that may have led to this Red Fort attack. That he may be captured, he may be arrested, and therefore he should pull this off even before he gets into custody. The explosion site is now fully sealed off. NIA and forensic teams are combing through the area. 200 CCTV feeds are currently being examined. Chemical residues are being verified. If at all, it's the same ammonium nitrate that was seized In fact, meanwhile, Delhi and neighboring states are all on high alert. Security has been tightened at airports, the railway station at this point on high alert. Religious sites across NCR, Mumbai, Chennai and Bengaluru all on high alert. Union Home Minister Amit Shah has chaired top-level meetings with the Delhi Police, with NIA, IB chiefs, the Jammu and Kashmir DGP. Prime Minister Modi and Defence Minister Rajnath Singh both have clearly said that while they condemn the attack, they will get to the bottom of it. A full-blown investigation, and they will ensure none will be spared. These were words of the Prime Minister and the Defence Minister themselves. I'll play that out for you.
कल शाम दिल्ली में हुई भयावह घटना ने सभी के मन को व्यथित कर दिया है। मैं पीड़ित परिवारों का दुख समझता हूं। आज पूरा देश उनके साथ खड़ा है। हमारी एजेंसियां इस षड्यंत्र की तह तक जाएगी। इसके पीछे के षड्यंत्रकारियों को बख्शा नहीं जाएगा। All those responsible will be brought to justice.
जैसे ही ब्लास्ट की सूचना मिली, दिल्ली पुलिस स्पेशल सेल, क्राइम ब्रांच, NIA की टीम, SPG की टीम, FSL की टीम मौके पर पहुंच गई है और सभी प्रकार की जांच हम तेजी से कर रहे हैं। हम सभी एंगल्स को ओपन रखकर सभी दृष्टि से जांच कर रहे हैं। घटना किस कारण से हुई, ये अभी कहना बहुत मुश्किल है। जब तक विस्फोट के स्पॉट पर से जो स्पेसिमेंस मिलेंगे, इसका जब तक FSL का एनालिसिस, NSG का एनालिसिस नहीं होता, इसके बारे में कुछ भी कहना दिक्कत है। मगर हम किसी भी एंगल को बंद नहीं मानते हैं। सभी एंगल का हम दृढ़ता के साथ आगे जांच करेंगे।
I extend my heartfelt condolences to all those who lost their lives in the tragic incident that occurred in Delhi yesterday. I pray to God to grant strength and solace to the bereaved families in this hour of deep grief. From this platform, I wish to assure my citizens that the country's leading investigative agencies are conducting a swift and thorough inquiry into the incident. The findings of the investigation will soon be made public. I want to formally assure the nation that those responsible for this tragedy will be brought to the justice and will not be spared under any circumstances.
All right, we have lots of eyewitnesses who've spoken, but we've been carrying that all through the day today. I'm going to bring in L.N. Rao, former DCP of Delhi. We also have Major General Rajan Kochar, who's a defense and strategy expert. We also have Ranjan Dwivedi, former DGP of Uttar Pradesh. Thank you, all of you. I really appreciate it. Major General Ranjan Kochar, would you want to open for us with the investigative trail so far, very clearly pointing out for this to be a terror attack, though agencies have not explicitly said it's a terror attack, but it's all pointing to that direction. What are the agencies waiting for?
Thank you, Jamila. I mean, it's a very, very valid observation which you have given right now. And especially your opening narrative has been a very beautifully structured narrative, I would say that, because it brings out various facets from yesterday to today. And I've been on your channel yesterday also and today morning also. And the sequential investigation and what results are coming forth. As a defense analyst or a military analyst, I can safely conclude that this is not a CNG blast. If we are thinking, if some people are thinking that the malfunction of or CNG vehicle. It is not. Second aspect is the chain of events which suggests to us in the last few days that the type of actions being taken by the security forces in apprehending this doctor-centric network, the white-collar network, which is permeating into this civil society today is a cause of concern. I would like to say that it's a cause of concern. It is the tip of the iceberg because there are many such modules available right now which have not yet been identified. So that'll be a big challenge for the security agencies. The second part is about that vehicle in correction, and you mentioned about Dr. Mohammed Omar. So we are being able to trace out this vehicle, the ownership of this vehicle, and we have also been able to trace out the people, all the doctors, Dr. Shakil, who has been arrested. There is a doctor from Ahmedabad who was arrested, and we are able to trace out that everything is pointing to a place in Jammu and Kashmir which is called Pulwama. This vehicle is also related to that particular. If you see the documentation of the vehicle, it goes back to that place, and the entire doctor module I think, which is the first time we are seeing such a module in operation. It will be a revelation for the NSA as well as for the NIA, as well as for the NSG, for the people to come to some kind of a deduction that this is a new kind of a strategy which is being employed. Now, my last point, because I just want to keep it brief, since you asked only an opening statement.
Yeah.
My last point is that do these handlers uh, operate from a foreign soil? Because what we are seeing is these people are only the workers or who are radicalized people who are executing the orders from someone who is passing these orders. So we have not yet reached to that someone, I would like to say that. And the government is also circumspect right now. Government is not coming out with the entire details, though the investigation agencies must be privy to all that information. But what I can make out what is coming from the media is that there could be an involvement of Jaish in this attack.